Yo, so I want to go over the two trades I took yesterday or last night on first day of 2025. The first one I took was on the Dow, micro Dow. So this is it right here. First thing I did was I hopped on the daily chart. Then I determined the trend. So right now we're in the bullish trend, so that means I'll be going long. And then I like to look for my setups on the 1 hour. And then first thing I would do is mark the highs and the previous day highs and lows. So I mark this right here, and these right here. And then I would mark like the buy side and sell side liquidity. So for example, right here and over here. And then I would like put these circles for like when it like gets taken out. So this sell side liquidity got taken out right here. And then as it was doing that, it created a bearish fair value gap. And then once it started trading back into the gap, it created a bullish fair value gap. So it started like consolidating in between, creating like more liquidity. So then I saw that I like took out the sell side right here, and then I knew it was gonna try to take out this buy side liquidity up here. So that's when I entered the trade at like 10 p.m., which is a weird time to trade, but honestly, I just looked at my charts and I was like, fuck it. Because I already knew it was going to like go up here anyways. Because the market always chases liquidity. So, and I had like a lot of confirmations, like it was a gap right here, another one here, and I respected this gap. So I targeted the buy side liquidity and this high right here to like a 1.08 risk to reward, and it like evened up with this low here, sell side liquidity that already been taken out, and then ended up like going above and then dropping below, respecting this bearish fair value gap, and then eventually taking out this low here and this low here. So that's for the micro Dow. And for the S&P, it was pretty much the same thing. But instead, I took this trade at like 6 in the morning because I couldn't go to sleep. And I saw another like good setup. I almost didn't even take this trade, but I was I was just like, fuck it. Which is low key a bad idea. Don't just say fuck it unless you really feel like the trade is good, which I felt like it was, so that's why I took it. But if you're like unsure about the trade, do not just randomly take a trade outside of your. Well, I wouldn't say I have rules yet because I'm still learning my strategy. But if that's like part of your rules, if you trade New York session, don't like trade in the middle of the night. So same thing here. Sell side liquidity, but this one had like a bearish fair value gap here. Traded into that, went lower, took out this liquidity, created another fair value gap, and then once it like went back in, same thing, bullish fair value gap, consolidated, but this time it had like internal liquidity because the sell side liquidity was down here and the buy side was up here. So it took out the internal liquidity and then took out the sell side liquidity. Then I marked this low here. Then it started to go back into this bearish fair value gap, taking out this high right here and this liquidity. Yeah. Then that's when I entered the trade. Oh yeah, and there was another bullish fair value gap down here on the 1 hour. But then I enter on like the 15 minute. See, like if I zoom in here, I marked like some more liquidity, but this was like on the 5 minute. Yeah, I marked this liquidity on the 5 minute, and then it took out the buy side liquidity. So that gave me more confirmation. Damn, where it go? So yeah, 1.05 risk to reward. Aimed for this high right here, and then it lined up with this low over here as well. The sell side liquidity, so rejected that perfectly. Started going down, went through this gap, and took out these lows down here. And yeah, honestly, I have an idea for the next trade I might take, because I see like another fair value gap here, but it closed. It kind of like invalidated the gap though. It might do like an inverse though, but that's for tomorrow. So yeah, I gained like 700 from doing that. And if you look at my top step, I'm up like 709. I don't know why it says 20 contracts. It should only be like 10 because I took like 5 contracts on each trade and I only took 2 trades. So I don't really know why it says 20, but it should say like 10. But yeah, it took like what, 2 hours. Yeah, because I was like on the 1 hour. Well, I entered on the 15, but like it was overnight, so there wasn't a lot of volume. Excuse. But yeah, it goes for 2025 this year is to pass my combine account, which I should be able to complete in the next 2 weeks, and then to get a payout. Like I'm not really in like a rush to get the payout really, because I know I could do like 2 1,500 trades and then just pass the account, but I want to really make sure that I really like know what I'm doing, because I'm like, this is only like my first 2 trades since I like started trading the combine again after like doing like deep studying of ICT. So I did like a lot of back testing on the bar replay though, and I was like pretty profitable. Because if you see my last video, like I was not profitable at all. Like I had so many like losing streaks. Like it was so bad. Like so after that video, I was like, all right, let me lock in on writing down these ICT notes. So I started watching like his 2022 mentorship, and then I was just writing down all the notes. And I even journal like the trades I took last night that I'm showing right now. So yeah, but yeah, the key is to like have like another source of income. Like I have a job and I'll be like reselling on the side, so it helps like not be like super desperate about winning trades, you know. That's why I'm like taking this nice and slow, but not like super slow to where I'm like not making any progress, but it's just like, you know, I'm not desperate to like get a payout, you feel me? Like, so that really helps with like the psychology part of it. And like I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, especially if you have a live account, because prop firms is like it's a demo, so it's not really like, you know what I'm saying. But if you have a live account, you should for sure have like multiple streams of income, just so like when you lose a trade, it's not like, oh, like you know what I'm saying, like don't use your fucking rent money on that shit. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show. So I'm gonna try to complete this in the next week or two. I'm already like almost halfway done within the day. And I got like $60 because I tried to trade on like New Year's Eve, and then I like cut my trade early because I forgot the markets closed on the holidays. So I was in it for like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, like took me out. It was like no volume, anyways. Like I keep trading at night. I be trading at night for some reason, cause I can't wake up early enough. Like I do not wake up early, which is something I should definitely work on. But I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna just try tomorrow. See what happens. If I end up waking up late, I'm gonna just trade at night again. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on here. I'm gonna start like a series for this. So I'm gonna like, I think next video I'm gonna do a video on like a live trade, and then I'm gonna just document my journey to getting payouts. So stay tuned for that.